What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Just to continue off yesterday's video, just as I've received or seen more information with regards to this incident. Not quite what happened, but just leading up to this build up of the fight between Nick Mallet, Ashwin Willemse and Supersport. And I want to just elaborate a little bit more on that and just clear my points as I'm calmer, and the incident has given us 24 hours, 48 hours to think about it and just to talk more about it. But before I get to that, just a few apologies. Firstly, if anyone was offended in yesterday's video, or if I came across as defending Nick or Nas, I apologize. That was not my intention. I was trying to give an equal opinion between both parties, but clearly my emotions got the best of me because of the quota system coming up, apartheid and all that stuff. And generally, I'm a passionate rugby supporter that only wants the best for rugby in South Africa, and I want everyone to be treated equally, to get equal opportunity in playing the sport. And I know there are issues that we haven't sorted out and need to get better at, and I understand and respect that. Ashwin Willemse, I've got a lot of respect for him. He's come a long way from a rough childhood to gangsterism, and then to becoming a provincial rugby player, to SA rugby player in 2003, named 2003 Player of the Year, World Cup medal, great career, commentator who's fantastic at what he does. So I don't have any problem with him. Why I got so emotional about it is because of the way it was handled. And when I regarded to it as unprofessional, I meant this could have been done calmly. I want to say it off air, because it was a situation that there was no evidence leading towards Nick or Nas going at Ashwin, and that's what I meant when I was saying that they didn't do anything wrong. If off air Nas and Nick were racist towards Ashwin Willemse, then by all means punish them, because that's not right. We're trying to move forward as a country. We've already got so much to deal with racism and all that stuff, and we need to move forward. So if there was racism involved, we need to set an example, and people need to be suspended if they are guilty. And that's when I was going. And Ashwin was clearly upset and expressed his views, and I just felt it could have been done in a different way, because it's created a lot of chaos. And in the past 48 hours, that's the one thing that's trending. Everyone's talking about it, everyone's upset about it from both parties, and people are being slaughtered and accused that don't deserve to be accused. I've seen in the comment section, people are fighting. I've seen in a previous video from another YouTuber, people are fighting at each other, accusing everyone of being racist. And it needs to stop, guys. The reason why we created this video is to, one, raise awareness for racism, because we're against it. And why I got so upset is because the sports minister, firstly, my apologies for that. I did say he when the sports minister is a woman. When I said that, I was thinking of the previous sports minister. I forgot that we have a new sports minister, so my apologies. I should have done my research on that note. So forgive me, please forgive me for that. That was not intended. But why I got so upset is because she said this whiteness needs to she was going at that, needs to stop, and it brought up racism and the apartheid and all that stuff. Now, and that upset me, because we're trying to move forward as a country. We're trying to create positivity and bring the country to unite, guys. Because what we need to remember is we're the Rainbow Nation. We have many races, many languages, many religions, many people that are different, be it disability or not, and we are all special and unique in our own way and deserve to be treated equally. And that's what I was that's why I got so upset, because the racial card has been brought out and everyone's attacking each other, which shouldn't be happening. And that's again why I got upset and said it was unprofessional. If this was indeed a racial incident where Nas and Nick were going at him, by all means, then freedom of speech, go for it. And as I think of it, he was well within his rights to stand up for himself, because there has been incidents like this before, not racial, but Nick and Ashwin have a history. In 2014, the two were having a go at each other because they were arguing about the Springboks performance when they played Australia in 2014, and Ashwin was going at the performance, saying how poor it was, and Heineken Meyer, Nick was defending Heineken Meyer, and saying he's still got a 70% record. We've only lost 2 games overseas, and they were just going at it. And then Ashwin started talking, and his English got a bit mixed up, and Nick was correcting him on 4 instances. Now it's frustrating when someone corrects you. People correct me quite often because sometimes I've got a lisp, so sometimes my wording comes out wrong, and sometimes I don't think when I talk. I've made mistakes in this YouTube channel many times before. So it was building up, and what people need to also remember, Ashwin's first language is Afrikaans, second is English. So he's going to jumble words up, and people need to stop discriminating and making fun of him for it. We all make mistakes, guys, and we need to just remember that. But I get the frustration with Nick correcting him. That wasn't right. And Nick also, as I've said before, Nick is a very good rugby analyst, and he knows what he's talking about. But sometimes he talks too much or talks too fast and doesn't think while he's talking. So he says the wrong word. He interrupts his colleagues and butts in when he shouldn't be butting in, and goes on when he shouldn't be going on. And I get the frustration. But this has happened to Brayton Paulser, Nas Boerter, Qola, and all the other presenters. So it's happened before. And last year, Nick was commenting on the performance we had against Ireland, where we got clearly destroyed. And it was poor and shocking. And Nick was very negative and very going at it. And Ashwin turned around and said, "Nick, be positive." And he was trying to show the positive side of things. And Nick just kept going, "No, no, no, no." And Ashwin just lost it. So this has been building up for quite some time. But we still don't quite know what the actual issue is, and it's currently being investigated as we speak. So hopefully we'll get us something, answer as to what actually happened. But personally, I hope that this gets resolved in a positive way, and that everyone involved calm down and forgive each other and move forward, because the three of them are a talented trio and they know what they're talking about. And I'd hate for that to stop. I'd hate for any of those guys to get fired, because they are brilliant at what they do, and I'd like to keep things the way they were, because they're a great team. So it's been boiling and all that stuff, and we all are upset, but we need to now move forward and focus on what's important, and that is rugby. Rugby in this country, the development of rugby following the right ways and paths, and focus on the sport that we know and love. I'm doing what I'm doing because I'm a passionate sports fan. I'm not an expert. I'm a fan sharing my thoughts. And sometimes I don't say the right things, which clearly certain things that I said yesterday weren't right. But I'm a passionate fan, and that's what I'm trying to express. I'm proudly South African. I'm proud of what we've achieved and where we've come from as a country since '94, and how we've developed, and how Nelson Mandela helped bring a country together, all races together, which is truly outstanding. And what we've achieved as a country is unbelievable. Then there's still problems. There's problems everywhere around the world, and that's what people forget. So from the negativity, we need to now move forward, move on, focus on what's good, focus on what's right, because at the end of the day, we're setting examples for the youth of the country. And now everyone's talking about negativity, hatred, racism, and it's leaving, as I said yesterday, a sour taste in all of our mouths. It's still trending. It's still being spoken about. And it needs to now move forward. And we need to focus on sport, development of rugby, transformation in the right ways, and create phenomenal rugby players and praise them for what they do. And that goes for all rugby players, no matter what colour, no matter what religion. Everyone deserves an opportunity. Equality is so important within this country, and I'm massively passionate about it. So again, I go at it. For those who were offended, I apologize. It was not my intention. And for those who supported me in the comments, thank you very much. I do appreciate it, because some people did get quite harsh, but take it with a pinch of salt. We are all passionate about our beliefs, our ways in life, and about our country, and we all decided to defend what we feel is right. And I understand freedom of speech, and we all got to get the message out there. But we need to move on now. We need to move forward and focus on the important part, and that's to stop racism, to treat everyone equally, and to unite together as one in order to improve the country that we live in. We have a fantastic country. And I'm wearing this scarf right now in the heat in Port Elizabeth. But I'm wearing it because to show the passion I have for South Africa, for the Springboks, for the Proteas, for all sport. And that's where I'm going to leave today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was a bit more positive than yesterday's negative one. And again, my apologies for those offended. Just a sports fan sharing the love and passion for the sport we love to call rugby. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. To all the new subscribers that have come in the past 24 hours, welcome and thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoy this journey with me as we chat all things sports related and motivational to inspire you guys to never give up in life. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.